Okay, my dear friends, fellow Toastmasters, and my esteemed new members of Desert Pioneers Toastmasters Club, we wholeheartedly welcome you to our Toastmasters International. But now we all need to go through some journey, some kind of a program. What that program is? That program is known as Pathways. So I will take you throughout. What is this Pathways? What it is and how it will shape you. So let us begin. To begin with, let me quote our founder, who is none other than Ralph C. Smedley. He found this organization on 22nd October 1924. Our president, Toastmaster Suraya, she has already mentioned why are we here in this club and what and how do we envision our Toastmasters meeting along with the program. Main important thing of this of Toastmasters is all about communication. As you can see, the quotes that written by Ralph Smedley said that it leads to discovery of hidden abilities that broadens a person's conception on how to live with people. It also brings out your leadership traits and abilities and also help you to prepare to be a leader. And if you see the second quote, that is my favorite and everyone's favorite over here is that we learn in moments of enjoyment. And now it's time for the program that what are we here for? What is Pathways? If you see, Pathways is a program, a manual that helps you improve your communication and leadership skills. Earlier, when Toastmasters started, that time the only core competence was communication and leadership skills. And now, since Pathways started, they have got the 5 core competencies. What are those 5 core competencies written there?
Public speaking, interpersonal skills, strategic leadership, management, and confidence.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sana. Yes, these 5 core competencies, this is all broken down in order to broaden your communication and leadership skills. And moreover, if you talk about public speaking, it's all about how you are going to represent yourself in front of a group. Maybe it can be less or more than 5. And yes, your interpersonal skills, that how you can interact with people around you. Then comes to your strategic leadership. It's about if you are given a task, how you're going to do it. And lastly is management. It's just that you are thrown up with lots and lots of work, tasks, challenges, whatever come may. So how are you going to manage? And lastly is your confidence. Are you able to do it? Is that that you need to ask yourself. And now let me take you to the Pathways manual here. This is how the Toastmasters or 5 core competencies. But only question for you all is, what do you want to achieve in this Toastmasters International? If you're part of our club, what you as an individual want to achieve along with your communication and leadership skills. It's just like, what do you want to see in yourself? What do you want to see over here? If I ask Toastmaster Sharon, what do you want to achieve in this Toastmasters program?
It would mostly be on persuasive influence. That's something I'm looking forward to developing. But there's a lot more over here. I'd like to go through it later on.
All right.
But you get my point.
Yes, I got you. And if I ask Toastmaster Ayan, what do you want to achieve in this Toastmasters program?
I think leadership development.
Okay, so now after asking these two, what I have understood is that they want to become leaders in their life as well as in Toastmasters, and they just want to just want to do something that can help them achieve their targets or their goals that they have set in their life. But if you ask me what I wanted to achieve in this, I wanted to first thing as an individual, I only had a thing that I just joined Toastmasters in order to achieve my not to achieve actually. I just only took this program as a hobby. But later when I dwelled myself into this, I realized, oh, There are some goals that which I had long back while I was in my university. That okay, if I take this program, I can become a competent communicator or a leader. You know, in my area of work where I am right now, I'm a sales manager in my company. But if I involve myself more in my company or at work, I can do something much better there. It's just that we all need to set goals, and this pathways manual help us individuals to go through this program and help us also to set our goals. Okay, this we can do at this set time. So that was a Toastmasters manual what you saw. Now these are called the levels. Each manual has 5 levels, and these levels have different kind of projects that helps you improve your skills at one of the other stage from beginning till the end. It's just that it's up to us. This pathways level is just like for us, like we are like a newborn baby over here, like ones who comes into this world, they experience the world, and they become an adult. This is what I see pathways levels as. And according to our new volume, that's volume 5 of pathways, we have the first level called mastering fundamentals. The mastering fundamentals is nothing but it's all your the basic things, a basic level that we as an individual, once we step into public speaking, what we need to learn as a public speaker. First thing is icebreaker. Icebreaker is nothing but just talk or express yourself freely, just for us to know what skills do we already have inside us to become a public speaker. Then going on, we have writing a speech with purpose. That's nothing but you as an individual might have a message, okay, that the world around me should know what message I need to give and with this purpose, I'm writing my speech and delivering it. This is what writing a speech with purpose is all about. Then comes introduction to vocal variety and body language. These two are the most important things of this public speaking. And then followed by evaluation and feedback. Once you master the first levels, then slowly you can master the level 2s, 3s, 4, 5. And once you go through all these, then you can, and then you have, and the last level, if you can see, that is reflect on your path. Just have to tell us that what you have learned in these levels by showing us, okay, and what you have learned and experienced, and what you have learned, and how that has impacted your journey or your life over here. This is what this pathways levels is all about. So now, when I have mentioned 2 projects required, 1 project required, actually there are some manuals have some specific projects which you have to see and deliver. So, and also there are some elective projects out of which you can do it. Well, in these projects are not easy, but they're not difficult. You're getting my word? It's not easy and it's not difficult. So you see, you can do your best in showing it, but never have anything like, oh, if I do this, I might make some mistakes. Well, you are open to do mistakes over here. So this is what our pathways is there to help and to learn. So this is one thing you all need to remember. And there is something called Introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. Okay, so Toastmasters mentoring is all about how's a person within Toastmasters who can be your guide or friend to help you in your Toastmasters journey. Well, this is just a basic crux I'm giving you, but once you dwell into this, you all will come to know and you all will become an expert. mark my words. It's when I started my journey, just like you all, I had the same confusions and same inhibitions, thinking that okay, what will this be all about? But alhamdulillah, it's just that once we go into this, it becomes a cakewalk for us. And in order to do these projects, I want to give you a rule, like a success formula, like how you can do this. I want you all to follow a rule called 10, 20, 30. That rule is like 10 minutes, you can just browse on this levels, 20 minutes doing a research, 30 minutes is just to come up with the speech and practice and do a lot of practice on this. Once you apply this in your journey, you will become a successful communicator, speaker, leader, whatever you want to be. There's nothing, and nothing can stop you in learning, because learning is every time, it's like every day is a learning for you. So there's no stoppage in learning. Now you have completed your pathways. What you can do next? And this is also for the people who have completed their pathways already, and what they can do more. As I said, there is no end to learning. Learning is a continuous process. So you can, after finishing your pathways, there's the first basic path, you can go to pathways mentoring, where you yourself can also become a mentor. And then you can do the mentoring, and also you can do the advanced mentoring. It is nothing but just doing a coaching for that particular guy, a mentee or a mentor or a club, because these ones have a project which is also there in your base camp. And lastly, you can also become a Distinguished Toastmaster. To get this title, you have to complete 2 learning paths. Once you complete your first path, again you can take a second pathway. Like for example, if I have taken dynamic leadership, I can take strategic relationship and also complete my paths. Then I need to serve as a club officer for 12 months. That's for the club. Then 1 year as a district officer, also as a club mentor or a club sponsor, or we can organize a speechcraft or youth leadership program. And at last, you have to do the Dtm project. What I meant about this Dtm project is that the skills that you have learned from both your paths and also in these leadership roles, you have to apply in one of your projects with your own expertise and with your own skills and members. You have to do that project. Once you successfully do your project, then you will be known as a Distinguished Toastmaster. Now we have logged into our pathways and this Toastmasters website. Now the question is, how do we go more into it? So you have to come here, go to pathways, and go to Basecamp. Let me show you the basic thing that what we need to do. Now I logged in and I've gone to pathways, then go to Basecamp. Once I've gone to Basecamp, I have been directed to this page over here, which you can see. And there you can see that this is the project that I have chosen, that is known as Leadership Development. Now I'll go and open my curriculum. Now in this page, you can see this is the level 1. Okay, on my left side, you can see curriculum progress, leadership development, and what are the levels present over here. And then over here on the middle, you can see, okay, this is Icebreaker, writing a speech with purpose. Like what I have explained in that slide, these are those projects that I have mentioned. For example, I have given my icebreaker last time. So I'm going to, if I'm going to give my project, okay, let me say I want to do my icebreaker. So I'll go activate, launch. And if this training doesn't open here, you can just click here. It'll direct you to the other pages there. Okay, as you can see, now earlier in the status, if you see here down, that said it's not activated, right? Once I clicked activate, it said in progress. All these projects have no due date. Okay, so now this is your icebreaker level 1. So all you need to do is either play and listen about your project, or it will take you throughout the full model itself, what it is. And then in case if you want to see, this is how it is explaining, right? Okay, how you can get started and things like that. And plus we have a project navigation. That means if you don't want to keep scrolling on this, you can directly go here and there. Like for example, now I'm in first page, I can go to this page as well. Yeah, see, this is how it goes here and there. Okay, now the most important thing is, for example, if you have completed your project, there is something called access your skills before. Okay, see, even though it is giving you some directions over here in case if you miss out on something. Okay, now you see the questions they asked. Okay, I feel relaxed when giving a speech. So, okay, I'll just say, okay, I'll give myself 0.3. Then, okay, I mean, there are more. Then you have to go, sorry, this next. And you just, once you answer all these questions, there you come to know how your confidence level was before giving your speech. And once you give your speech and you get your feedback, then you have to come to the same page, same project, and say, assess your skills after. It will ask you the same question, and then you have to give your points, like how confident you feel after giving your speech. Then again, you just have to answer and all these questions. Once you do this, then this curriculum progress percentage will change. And this is how the things go on from here. Then once you complete all your levels here, then you have to put for level completion, and you have to just say mark complete. Once you mark this complete, then the Vice President Education will get the email saying that, okay, Toastmaster Ayan has completed his level 1. Kindly approve. Then the Vice President Education will approve, and then next it will update as, okay, I have completed my level 1. Then I can progress to level 2, then 3, 4, any of the projects. So the good thing in Pathways is that it has been included being online. You can also, from level 1, you can go to level 3 or level 5 and give your speech based on your convenience. So this is how your projects and things are checked, and it's always always up to date. So this is how you need to access your Pathways. Now I want to log out from here. Then you log out from this is how you log out from your Basecamp, and then you come back to your same page, to this Basecamp page, and then you can log out from this website. So this is what I wanted to show, how you can access. Maybe you all have not got me now as well, but always feel free to get in touch with me. I will show you once again how to access the pathways. All right, so this is how you can access the pathways, and this is how I learned my pathways. Now I want you all to know how you all can learn the pathways and at what level and at what pace. If there's anything you want me to ask or check with, you can write to me or email me, contact me anytime. I'll be there to help.